Yeah, we went from being 70 away from 2K to having 2,200 boomers. That's a lot. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. It really does mean so much. Thank you.
With that being said, and with everyone enjoying Tears of the Kingdom, however, Game Informer did a quick little interview with series producer Aonuma to discuss the future of the series and well...
According to Aonuma, the series will continue to mimic the open-world nature of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, as the Ocarina of Time format feels far too restricting to them.
Which is whatever. But anyway, welcome to NecroNews, the show where we recap the hottest news from the last week. Remember to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date and to help the channel grow.
Breath of the Wild is still the only Zelda game I've played. Fight me.
You just need to play Ocarina of Time. Warthunder, the government PSYOP that allows for various classified combat vehicle information to be leaked to the public, is no stranger to scrutiny.
However, recently the devs behind Warthunder revised the in-game economy to make it harder for people to obtain in-game currency without spending real money. Can you guess how fans reacted?
That's right! They went ballistic and review bombed Warthunder so hard that they have announced that they will be reversing the changes.
A dedicated player from the NecroNews community told us that they've only stated that they will reverse the changes, but as of the time of the recording, they have yet to do so. In a move no one could have possibly seen happen, prominent indie dev Rusty Lake has found themselves being unable to claim their name on Discord due to their absolutely stupid revision of the username system.
The creator of my favorite point-and-click series, Rusty Lake, has a fairly huge Discord with over 240,000 members. So despite being verified, they were still unable to claim their name, prompting them into looking for legal action in case the people that stole their name are actually trying to impersonate them.
There's been a number of incidents like this happening on Discord because of the change. Who else do you know have been affected by this? Please tell us.
You're up for review, Dufresne!
We have enough general industry news to warrant its own section, but not enough to make a big deal out of it, so let's get right to it.
Ubisoft is aiming for an early 2024 release of their open-world Star Wars game, but if it's anything like Prince of Persia or Beyond Good and Evil 2, we won't see it for another decade.
Bandai Namco did something good for once and added the rollback netcode for Dragon Ball Z Fighter's newest update, which is neat, and I should probably stream that at some point.
An ex-employee of Brace Yourself Games stated that they had to let go half of their workforce due to the now confirmed financial trouble.
A lot of their unannounced projects have been shelved, but work on Crypt of the Necrodancer, Synchrony, Rift of the Necrodancer, and content on Phantom Brigade and another unannounced project will continue.
And finally, Relic Games, the company responsible for Company of Heroes and Dawn of War, has fired 121 employees so they can restructure to focus on their core franchises. According to our community, this is very stupid, because they only have about 3 franchises they have to focus on anyway.
So, remember when we briefly went over how Blizzard wants to incorporate AI into their texture art process? Well, that's not all.
The New York Times ran an article that shared parts of an email sent to an employee by Blizzard's chief design officer. The emails contain praise of AI and how AI is the future of Blizzard.
Also mentioned in the emails are these lovely phrases: autonomous, intelligent, in-game NPCs, procedurally assisted level design, voice cloning, game coding, and anti-toxicity tech.
Because whereas System Shock only did it for a one-off marketing stunt, Blizzard is actually trying to incorporate AI into all of their shit.
But that's not all. On the surprisingly rare side of things, Activision made a whoopsie by shutting down another Call of Duty fan project called IWAX, or IW4X.
IWAX in particular has been around for quite a while, and is essentially just the original Modern Warfare 2, because there are 2 of them now, with some neat little additions like maps and guns.
Now, it's not really clear why Activision decided that now was the best time to shut it down, especially since it's been up for years. But my personal theory is that they got 360 no-scoped because they decided to take some Patreon money for the project, which is a bad thing to do when it's not your own IP.
Buy money and I need it now!
The UK rating board PEGI has fined Activision Blizzard £5,000 for hiding the fact that Diablo Immortal had loot boxes. It occurred to me while editing. £5,000 is literally nothing. It's not even a slap to the wrist. Why even bother, PEGI? Why? And before we skip to the next story, please check out our Activision Blizzard iceberg if you haven't already. Rayark, the company responsible for mobile games like Cytus and Demo, has recently come under fire because of a Korean Twitter post that was circulating this weekend.
The post outlines that Rayark has fired all of their artists and has started using AI-generated art in lieu of them. Evidence of the AI art in their games is the usual culprits, such as too many fingers on one hand and weird lighting and weird lines.
On Saturday night, Rayark posted a statement on Twitter claiming that all the rumors about them firing artists and instead just using AI was false. They then claimed that they were just anticipating the surge of AI art in video games, trying to utilize the toolset before the rest of the market. And then, someone pointed out that they were literally hiring for AI art designers. So yeah, pretty disappointing because I really enjoyed Side-His when it came out.
And I really enjoyed Demo. On May 21st, Shinobu Yoshida was arrested in Tokyo for doing something that we've all grown accustomed to: uploading videos to YouTube. The videos that Shinobu uploaded were harmless let's play of Steins Gate. Surprisingly though, the videos were monetized and they were collecting ad revenue.
While gameplay footage of various games is commonplace, what sets this apart, at least according to Kadokawa Games, is that the game is a visual novel, which is essentially just a book. So by simply watching a video of a visual novel, you're basically doing the same thing as playing it. For those unaware, a lot of visual novel developers do have stipulations against streaming. I can understand why, but what do you guys think? What about you, Booster?
I have mixed thoughts on this personally, because I don't think anyone should get arrested for uploading a video of a game, but that's just me personally. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. We love to hear your thoughts. You know that by now.
Our final story of the week is about Nintendo being sued.
So moving on, the lawsuit is over their mobile game Mario Kart Tour, and specifically its loot boxes.
The lawsuit in question is calling to have all in-app purchases made by US minors to be refunded to them. What's interesting about the case, and why it made this week's news in the first place, is because the suit specifically accuses Nintendo of purposely making the game challenging without spending money.
This little twist is pretty important because, as most people know, mobile games are built on a pay-to-not-wait grind and convenience. So, if this lawsuit succeeds, will it start a wave of changes? Maybe we'll get good phone games, maybe not. But
does that mean this is the end of gacha games? I can only hope, but probably not.
This week's BuriedAliveBanger, a segment where we cover a game our community doesn't think has had enough attention, is called Your Only Move is Hustle, or Yomi for short.
Yomi is a turn-based fighting game where players try to anticipate each other's moves, and it's okay if you suck at the game because you'll probably get a cool stick fight out of it afterwards anyway. The game is also heavily moddable and already has a dedicated modded community, so give it a shot and maybe we'll do a community night with it.
And here are all the upcoming games this week. A lot of them. System Shock will finally release. Probably, in theory, it's coming out. We'll see.
There's also Street Fighter 6 and the Etrian Odyssey Origins collection.
Anyway, here's our schedule for the week. We try to stream on YouTube once a week. Otherwise, we stream over on Twitch. So follow us there.
And that about wraps it up for this week. Let us know in the comments what you thought about this week's stories. AI art has been a hot topic recently, and Nintendo being sued just never happened, so let us know.
Well, everyone, until next time, goodbye.
Bye.